Warning: Alan and JJ Johnson are not professional comedians. During this program, you will be exposed to unfiltered dad jokes in their most potent and raw form, dads telling them to each other. Watching this video may lead to serious physical harm, including facepalm concussions, head-shaking whiplash, and uncontrollable groaning. Proceed at your own risk.
Hey everybody, I'm Alan.
And I'm JJ.
And this is Two Dads and a Joke, where we're here to give you a six-pack of dad jokes and just a shot of parenting advice. And you know, JJ, it's the holiday season, can you tell?
I can tell. You got the nice, ugly Christmas sweater on. That's pretty sweet.
I know, and look, I've got green and red lights. It's all decked out.
You're all festive, man.
Yeah, but that means, you know, it's time for the Christmas dad jokes, right?
That's right.
So, I gotta ask you, why are Christmas trees so bad at sewing?
Why are Christmas trees so bad at snowing? Why don't you tell me?
They keep dropping their needles.
They keep dropping their needles. All right. So, well, hey, I got one for you.
Okay.
Where do Santa's reindeer stop for coffee?
Where do Santa's reindeers stop for coffee?
Starbucks.
Should have known that one. That one was obvious. Oh, that's horrible. Well,
yep.
You know, it happens sometimes. So everybody, JJ and I are authors. I'm the author of the Tower of Light series. Book Fear No Evil is out on bookshelves this month. How about you, JJ?
I am a middle grade author. I'm the author of the Iggy and Oz series, the Iggy and Oz Plastic Diamonds of Doom, and the Soda Pop Wars. Both of them are out and available wherever you can buy books.
And so what we like to do on the side is just put out a little bit of dad humor. We've got a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, putting out the dad jokes, a little bit of hilarity here and there, maybe every now and then a bit of advice. And you know, JJ, I do that in the morning, and I find some great ones early in the morning. This one from Jovita Avila into Beyond the Valley of the Pun Memes. This is on Facebook. She says, coffee has a rough time in our house. It gets mugged every single morning. You gotta like that.
I like it.
I almost said hot cocoa because of the season and all, but coffee's kind of more regular for me in the morning.
All right. So, I got a question for you. How did the Ornaments get addicted to Christmas?
How did the Ornaments get addicted to Christmas?
They were hooked on the trees their whole life.
That's a good one. Hey, you know, speaking of those Christmas trees, I had a pretty big, long blog post about is this really Christmas or not kind of thing. And I think we'll talk about that some more, about this whole Christmas tree ordeal. But, you know, I think in my house, everybody likes decorating the tree. Do you have that, at your house, do they like decorating the tree?
Yeah, I just have to learn to keep my patience a little bit. You know, because you're trying to open up everything, and the kids are just grabbing, and you're like, no, wait, there's an order. I like order. I like organization. Yeah. So, yeah, but yeah, we all love to decorate the Christmas tree, and we put Charlie Brown Christmas on and everything. Well,
nice.
Doing that, so.
Well, but, you know, taking it down, it confuses me. Mm. Yeah, it's really disornamenting.
All right.
You like that
one? Man. I like it. It's good. That's a good one.
So, you know, that does kind of bring up the question. I have heard many people say, you know, well, actually, Christmas trees, they're not Christian. There's some pagan thing that the Christians and all this sort of stuff. And I got to thinking about, you know, stuff that goes on at sort of, quote, Christmas time. It's not exactly Christmas. I can think of, you know, things like the whole debate about whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Of course
these things go on. So when you think about your family and what's going on there related to Christmas, you know, what do you have that you have to kind of ask yourself, Christmas or not really Christmas?
Oh, obviously, the Christmas decorating. Is it really Christmas? Is it not Christmas? The shopping. I'll tell you one thing. I can't do this Black Friday stuff. My family will do Black Friday, but this was the best Black Friday because we did it all online. I absolutely loved it. So you kind of think about that. Is this really Christmas? Is this not Christmas? But then you watch certain Christmas movies, and like Die Hard. Is it really Christmas? But for us, Christmas has always been about just hanging out with family, and we do a big thing on Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day is pretty just laid back for us, and we're pretty lazy. So.
Yeah, I think on my side of it, as far as Christmas goes, I think there's a couple of things. I got really kind of hooked on the whole thing because I wanted to know. And so I went and did a little bit of research on Christmas or not Christmas. I found out some interesting things. So it is true that, like, evergreens have been used by all kinds of religions over history. Like, just, it doesn't really matter. It's a symbolism that was used. But what's pretty interesting about it is if you look at, kind of split out some of the myth and legend about it, the first time a Christmas tree is recorded to be related to church was in the 1400s. And it was actually meant to represent the tree with the fruit of good and evil on it, as a part of this whole sort of Christmas play about the fall, going then to the need for Christ and having Jesus' birth and all of that. So to say it was a pagan thing, that's not, from what I can tell, the Christmas tree itself really was a way to represent the tree in the Garden of Eden, is where it came from. So when in the Christmas or not, I'm pretty sure that's a Christian thing. I mean, it was symbolism of their day, but it was meaningful for them then, and it's kind of like all traditions are peer pressures from dead people. Right? It's the whole thing about you cut both ends off the ham because great grandma always did, not realizing it's because her pan was too small, that kind of thing. So when you think about specific things that you do at Christmas, is there any one thing that you're like, this is Christmas to me, like this is the thing we do that really hits home for you?
Well, I mean, the three things that we always do. We always go to our church's Christmas Eve candlelight service. Now, we're not doing that this year, obviously, because of COVID and things like that, and cases are spiking. So we're not going to be doing that this year. But we're going to do something that's sort of a substitute along the same lines. But that's something we always do. We always come together at my wife's mom's, and we do a big dinner. Seafood, crab legs. It's her mom, her and her sisters, and my nephew, and our boys, and it's just a big family dinner, basically. And we spend a lot of time just talking. We don't talk, the politics. We don't talk depressing things. We just have fun and talk to each other. And then afterwards, we do gifts, and the adults always do like a specific Santa, and the kids all open their gifts. But before we do the gifts, we always do the Christmas story. Luke chapter 2, and that's something that we do every single year. That is our Christmas, and we do it on Christmas Eve, and it's always a blast, and it's always fun, and it's always laid back and relaxing. And for us, that is Christmas because we're doing the fun things, obviously, but we're also bringing, the whole point of it back around to the birth of Christ, and focusing on, God's gift, God's, sending His Son. So for us, that's just something we've always done as a family. My wife and I've been married 16 years now, and I've been a part of this Christmas. We've had this Christmas tradition for almost 17 years. So it's been the same thing every year, and we look forward to it. We absolutely love it. So.
Yeah, no, I think for us, the thing that sort of kicks it all off is we go ornament shopping. And I kind of think about this year's ornament shopping that was interesting was, first of all, normally like we'll go out and go to Starbucks and get fancy coffee and hot cocoa, whatever, a little peppermint mocha, whatever, stuff like that. And then we go pick out ornaments. And it was interesting because we have this tree we call the ugly tree in the basement that the kids put crazy stuff on. And my son Ethan brought up this big robot. And it's like, that's not really Christmas. I didn't get it. And then he's like, but Dad, we watched all of these crazy movies. Like, we watched all the monster movies and the kaiju movies and Transformers and all this. Like, COVID had us locked down watching a lot of movies. And so for him, it was really representing, this our year together, quite frankly, because of COVID. We've been so locked down. And that was kind of special, really, when I thought about it. So we ended up getting that to put on the ugly tree. But when I thought about it a little bit further, you think about Jesus coming to earth and God sending him for us. I mean, that's pretty meaningful, that God the Father's love for us as his children to send a sacrifice to us. And so I think for me, this Christmas, especially that bond with my kids, maybe gave me a different perspective on the whole situation, right? That God loved us so much. And so I think that, I don't know how much of all these traditions will be the same in the future, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, who knows what's going to happen next? For all we know, we're going to have these ultra electronic Christmas trees or whatever, right? Like, maybe they're going to end up, 5 years from now, you're going to get a Christmas tree and it's mixed with an iPad.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like Skynet comes self-aware and you'll have AI Christmas trees or something like that talking to you.
But if there was a Christmas tree mixed with an iPad, what do you think they'd have to call it?
A Christmas tree mixed with I have no idea.
Maybe a pineapple?
All right. I like it. So let me ask you this question. Do you know what every parent's favorite Christmas carol is? What my and my wife's favorite Christmas carol is too.
What is every parent's favorite Christmas carol?
Silent Night.
I thought you were going to say, Christmas tree, because you don't need to know the words. But
That's
very
true.
good.
You don't need to know the words for a Christmas tree.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, thanks, everybody. Merry Christmas. I'm Alan.
I'm JJ.
And we'll see y'all next time.
See ya.